Hi friends, happy Friday. It's Friday Fun Day and a holiday weekend. I don't know how many people are planning get-togethers and parties, but honestly, I'm hoping people aren't trying to do that. Hey BFF! Yeah, I'm hoping people aren't trying to do that so much, given all the stuff that's going on. So I've got a really fun card to share today. I saw someone else make one like this on YouTube. I don't remember it having a name, so I just gave it the name of front flap card. You'll see why. But it's kind of a sort of a fun fold. Hi Elaine, thanks for joining me. And so we're going to use the fun new Nothing's Better Than set. I love this. It's a photopolymer set and there are matching dies. So the dies are right in here and I will actually show you what those look like in a bit. And then I am also using the Brights Collection Designer Series papers. And so these are all the colors in the Brights collection. Oh, I know you're getting a really bad glare there, but so I especially love the polka dots, but I like all the designs in this paper, and I love the 6x6. So once I turn you down, I will show you what this month's hostess code is, because if I show it to you this way, it will be backwards. And I've got some Happy Mail I want to show you. And what's this? I don't know. Fuzz. I can show you the front cover of the new mini catalog. So let me get my phone mounted and we will get at it. Hopefully this time when I go to put my phone in the mount, I won't knock it all over the place. I think I was successful. Okay, there we go. All right, so here is the July hostess code. So be sure to enter that if you place an order with me at my shopping website, and that is the address there. There is a place to put it when you check out. So that way I like to send my customers a thank you card and maybe a little something something, but you need to put that code in for that to happen. Not the thank you card, but for the little something something. So for people using this code, those cards, thank you cards, will go out next month. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. And here is, if you haven't seen it yet, the front cover. I'm going to hold it up here so you can see what's on it of the new mini catalog. We're not allowed to show you what's inside yet. But for people who have placed orders with me in the last year, you will be receiving this in the mail. And I think those catalogs went out today, actually. So you should be receiving them soon. Yeah, so this encompasses August through December. So there's things in here for Christmas, Halloween, autumn season, Thanksgiving, and a little bit of Valentine's. Not much, just a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Now, Happy Mail. I've gotten a couple of Happy Mails this last week. And this one is from Jo Belmar. And she's a fellow Stampin' Up demonstrator. So she made me this cute little bookmark, and it's got that really pretty vellum there on it, you can see, using the daisy punch and those fun little fuzzy centers. And it looks, let's see. No, I thought that was the, seam binding, but this is a different ribbon. And then this is really pretty. This is using that Ornate Garden suite, which I didn't get any of that, but it's very pretty. There's a lot of gold in the papers there and bling. And then she went over the top here. She made me this sweet card. I love the bird paper. It's just so pretty. And then there's matching stamps and dies that go. This is actually the die from that suite, one of them. There's many different sizes in that shape. So thank you, Joe. I love that. And then also yesterday I got one from, this was from JannaStamps. And so this was a surprise. I don't think that she's one that I have sent a happy mail to. So I'm in this group here on Facebook called Let's Make Cards. And oh, Elaine, so yeah, you can order starting August 4th, I believe it is, out of the new catalog. But I think they're mailing out the catalogs today. You just can't order until next month. Okay, so anyway, JannaStamps. So she sent me this, and look at inside is all kinds of fun bits and pieces of things that she stuck in there that I can use to maybe make happy mail for someone else. Oh, there's the cute moose punch. That's that is in the new catalog. They brought it back this year, and I never got it last year, so we'll see. So I don't know if Gina is also a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you, Gina. Very fun. Very fun. Okay. All right, let's get to it. So as I said, we're using the Nothing's Better Than. Hi, Christine. So nothing's better than coffee, cookies, cocktails, chocolate. I just thought that was a really fun set. And then, like I said, there's matching dies. So I have already cut my papers here. And if you want to grab a pencil, I will give you the dimensions. So this is the main part of the card base, and it is 5 1/4 by 5 1/2. So after you cut your piece 5 1/4 by 5 1/2, you're going to put the 5 1/4 piece in the top of your scoreboard or your trimmer, whatever you use to score with, and you're going to score at 4 1/4. So once this is folded over, it gives you your 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 card size that we like to use. So that is that piece. This is just a piece of the paper from that 6x6 pack of DSP that I showed you. And it's also in the Bermuda Bay color. And I just cut an inch strip. So it's 6 inches long, and we're going to trim a little bit off that because it's going to go right up here on the top. So, but it's an inch, and that will fit exactly right up there on that. And then this is for the inside, so it's 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is the front flap part. So the bigger piece here is 4 by 4, and the layer that's going to go on top of it is 3 by 3 1/4. Okay, so it's actually a really simple card. And I think what I'm going to do first is stamp the greeting that is going on the inside so that I can get that put on. And I'm just going to use Memento Black, and from the stamp set, I'm using the one that says Because Adulting is Hard. So I have to tell you, my sister and I went and did grocery shopping this morning at our local Fred Meyer. We're a very small town, so there's not a whole lot of choices here. But anyway, everyone I encountered in the store, and they were kind of busy, and we went at 9 o'clock, so I thought it wouldn't be quite as busy, but it was. Every single person had a mask on. And we've got really high numbers going on here, so I was happy that everyone had a mask on. Okay, because adulting is hard, and it looks like I blurred that a little bit, so I'm going to turn it over and try it again. Maybe I won't leave it sit on there quite as long. Oh, and that one I didn't get, look, it didn't blur up there, but I didn't get it very good there. Well, we'll just use that side then. Don't really like it. You know, I'm not happy with that. I think I did something like that last week too. That's why I like to stamp it before I put it in the card, because then I can go back and fix it if I need to. Like if I waited and had that glued in the inside, and then I wouldn't be a happy camper. So we'll just try it again. I'll give it one more chance. One more chance. And I've lost my stamp. Here it is. Okay, it's going to work this time, right? Woohoo! Way better. Now we're happy. Okay, so now I can put that inside. I am in Newport, Oregon. Elaine, where are you? We are a coastal town, right on the coast, right? In fact, where I live is just over the highway from the ocean, so very close. I can't see it from my house, but I can hear it. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and put this piece on. I'm going to stick this one on with some liquid glue, and it's just, look how beat up my bottle's getting. This is just the liquid Tombow multi glue, and it dries really quick. It's great glue. It sticks really good, and it's got a nice fine point, so you can do a really super fine line if you want. All right, Missouri. I've been there. In fact, when I was a kid, that was the first long trip that my parents ever did. We went back to Missouri, and it was, back then you didn't really have air conditioning in your car. It was horrible. And somewhere we stopped, there was two Kansas cities, right? Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. And in one of those Kansas cities, there was some kind of flying, torturous bug that was everywhere, that stung me on the arm. It wasn't like a bee or anything, and I don't know if it stung me or bit me, but I thought it was something. I had my purse up over my shoulder. I think I was probably a teenager then. And I thought it was something, the nylon thread or whatever on my purse that was sticking me, and it was actually that bug biting or stinging me. But I just remember it being so hot. They had a swamp cooler, they called them, that you put ice in, and that was, we had that in the car. That offered a little bit of relief, but not a lot. Okay, so I'm going to bring in just a scrap piece, and I'm using the cute little cocktail out of the set. So there's the cocktail, and it's got the solid that you can put in there, and it also has the solid pieces for the umbrella and the fruit, but I'm just going to color those in because it's hard for me to get right over the top with my camera mount up here in the way. So I'm just going to color those in. But I'm going to stamp this cocktail with the Memento Black, and I have a funny cocktail story. So I don't drink much alcohol. Once in a while I'll have some kind of a fun fruity drink like this. But anyway, we went into one of the local Mexican restaurants here. This has been many years ago. And I ordered a virgin strawberry daiquiri, which means it's not supposed to have alcohol. And it was in, you know, a fun glass like this, and it had the whipped cream on it and stuff, and it was delicious. And I had drinking a little bit of it, and all of a sudden I had this feeling come over me, and I thought, that doesn't seem quite right. And so the waitress came by, and I said, is this got alcohol in it? And she said, well, just a little bit. I guess she didn't get what virgin strawberry daiquiri meant. Okay, so I am going to take some Melon Mambo. Hi, Marcy. So, Elaine, do you know what those flying bugs are that I'm talking about? I remember them being some kind of a, like I said, they weren't like a bee or anything like that, but they looked more like a long fly. That's what I would say. Oh, you might hear fireworks going off. I can hear them going off here in our neighborhood. And it's daytime. That's when they went off before. They were so loud, and some of them scream really loud. Okay, so that one's going to be pink, and I'm going to be die cutting that one out. This one, I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. I'm going to go ahead and die cut this. And I probably should finish coloring it. So let me do that first. What color? I'm going to put, I think I'll put a lime on this one. So I've got Granny Apple Green. Doesn't this make you want something slushy and yummy? Does me. I love slushes. Okay, there's the lime. And I'm gonna give it a, oh, what color? I think I will give it a light and dark pool party umbrella. And while I have this out, I'm just going to do this. It's a little squeaky, huh? There we go. And then I'm going to take the dark and just do a little bit of this. There we go. All right, now I can cut it. So in the dies, we've got the one that cuts out the drink, the coffee cup, the cookie, and the chocolate. And then we've got a bunch of fun words here. And I'm using the word cocktails, which is there. And I already die cut, but I will show you what I'm doing with that because I built it up. All right, I'm just going to put this on here and yeah, we get some really loud ones here, Elaine, and I think they're not legal. I don't know where they get them from, but so cute. All right. Marcy, you got so much fun stuff. I was watching your haul video last night. You got a lot. Okay. So now then, because I want another cocktail on here, I'm just going to position this on here and see kind of where I want my other one to be. So I know where to stamp it. Okay, I'm going to put it kind of right there. There we go. And now I've got Mango Melody, so that is going to be the color of this one. Did I wipe that off? I guess I did. Mango. So I'm guessing this is a mango daiquiri. We have a restaurant here, Georgie's Beachside Grill. They are so yummy. I really miss going in the restaurants, and I realize that we can go in there if we want to, but we're just not feeling that brave yet. Anyway, one of the waitresses in there, she's always trying to get you to have a blackberry margarita. Okay, now this one, I'm going to put a lemon on it. I don't know if that would be appropriate on a mango margarita. It kind of sounds like it wouldn't be kind of the right thing. I don't know. But who knows? Who knows? Okay. So that one, I'm going to put a pink umbrella on, a Flirty Flamingo umbrella actually. Speaking of lemon, I bought some Dial antibacterial liquid hand soap, and the first bottle I bought of it a couple of weeks ago, it was, they had like 1 or 2 bottles of that kind of soap left in the store, and so I didn't really have a choice on what scent, and it was lemon and some kind of herb, not basil. Lemon, I can't remember. And I thought, oh, that doesn't sound good. But it doesn't smell anything like what it says. It doesn't even smell like lemon, but it smells fabulous. It smelled so good that I bought 2 more bottles of it today because they actually had some. They didn't have much, and we're talking Walmart. You know, they didn't even, I know a lot of people don't like canned peas, but I use them in this one recipe. You know, it's a salad. I like them. I like the canned ones in it. But the only canned peas they had, besides those little baby cans, was no salt. And if you've ever mistakenly or on purpose bought no salt vegetables, ugh, they're awful. So I bought frozen, even though I like frozen peas. It's just for that salad recipe I don't like them in it. Okay, I like that. That looks cute. All right, now then, let's start to put this together. So yeah, they didn't have a whole lot of, I think it's weird because I think the last time I was there they didn't have peas either. It's like, why do we have a shortage on peas? I'm not certain. Okay, so you want to, are you seeing this? Okay. You want to kind of position this. You can get really technical and measure if you want to, but I'm not going to. You want to position it so you have equal amounts on each side there. And if you do that, it kind of will put it so that it's flush with the bottom of your card. And then I will probably have to do that again. I am just going to put some glue on the top part on this flap up here. Actually, I think I will put it, that would not be the better way to do it. You'll want to put it on the top part of your card. Just don't go down too far. Probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. And when I did my first one, I went down a little bit too far, but I was able to just wipe it off, so that was okay. I think that's probably good. So this set, Elaine, is called Nothing's Better Than. And you can bundle the stamps and dies and save 10% that way. Okay, I think we are good here. So I'm just going to hold that there for a second. There we go. Let me see if, yep, so we're doing good there. And now this piece, you are just going to center it here on your flap. So I'm going to go ahead and use my ATG gun. I just thought this was a really fun card design. I got a little goober on there. I'll have to get it off. There we go. Okay, now I've got my cocktail here that I cut out. So cute. All right, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. I'm using both the regular size and a couple of the mini ones. I love these little mini ones. And then I'm going to put some glue down on the bottom of the glass, because I like to anchor things like this so they're kind of popping up off the page, but they're still anchored at the bottom. I don't do that with everything, but in this case, I don't want this glass just floating in the air. Okay. There we go. Now I've got light gray granite, and I'm just going to do a little bit of shadowing here, just for some interest and to make these look a little more grounded. Nothing fancy, but it does the trick. Okay, and then in the stamp set is this fun little star, like an asterisk doodah. And I'm just going to ink it up with Memento Black. And it just adds some pizzazz. I love it. Doesn't that just give it some personality? It's so cute. Okay. So there is that. Now then, I was telling you that I used the word die, cocktails, and I cut it out. I wasn't sure how many times I wanted to cut it out, but I found that 3 times seemed to be about the thickness that I wanted it. So I'm just bringing in my little silicone mat. I love to use it when you're doing gluing. It doesn't make a big mess. So on this one, I've already got 2 of them glued together. And I've got one more cut out. I just wanted to show you that this is not hard. And because the eye has a little dot, you want to make sure that you save that when you cut it out. And I've actually glued all 3 of the little dots together there. And I'm using our fine tip glue pen. It works really great for this kind of thing. It's got a pin that goes down that sometimes it still gets a little bit cloggy, and I stick it in and kind of move it around and it gets it undone, but it dries clear and it comes out kind of clear. And so if you've never done this before, which actually I think this was the first time that I had done this, I'd seen other people do it and I thought, oh, that looks hard. Let me tell you, it is not hard. I really thought it was going to be, but it's not. And what I did find though is that you want to go about halfway, because this glue dries so fast. It's just easier to work with it if you just put glue on half of it. And then you just set it on there. And it kind of just goes into place. It's really not hard. I don't have my C quite right. Let me get that. So you just kind of wiggle it around. And you know how when you die cut, it's kind of, the underneath kind of has a little bit of hollowness to it. I think that's why it makes it so easy to wiggle the letters into place where they should be. Let me get it right where I want it here, and then I'll move on to the last bit of the word. Okay, so I can just lift that up and keep going. I don't know if you get those little things from die cutting. I do. They just get on your plates. All those little paper slivers. So what you end up with is something that sort of feels like chipboard. You know, when you buy those chipboard words or different, you know, pieces that are chipboard. That's kind of what it feels like when you build these up and make them thicker. Sorry, there's one of those little pieces of, obviously I had cut something white out. So isn't that cute? All right. And then I've got my little dot there. This is the tricky part of the glue, is putting that pin back into that little tiny hole. Come on now. There it goes. Okay. So now I have that. Bring the card back in here. I think before I put the word on, I'll give it just a little bit more time to dry, and I'm going to bring in, I've cut a length of the, is this like Swiss dot? It's flocked, it's ribbon out of our catalog. And I thought it went really well with the polka dotted paper here. And I'm just going to tie this around. I'm going to attempt to tie this around and make a bow. This ribbon likes to stick to itself. So sometimes it's not the easiest. I think I have the longest part on the wrong end. Pull it that way a little bit more. I'll get it, trust me. It might take me a minute, but I'm determined. Okay. Now we're cooking with oil. Almost there. Okay, let me do a little bit of trimming here. All right, there's that. Now we'll get the word put on here, and I'm going to use the Tombow glue for this. I could use the other one, but I just like this Tombow. My bottle's getting a little bit empty because I like to put all these little polka dots around, and the other glue is just a little bit runnier So I know that when I put my polka dots here, they're going to stay where I put them and not run off the edges. Cute. Okay, now I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to use the little sticky side and pick up that dot to the eye. And let me just put a little tiny drop of glue there, and we'll get that eye dotted. And just one more touch here. I'm going to use Wink of Stella, and I'm going to put a little Wink of Stella on the ice cubes. And I realize you're not going to be able to see it glittering, but in person you can. And you always want to be a little bit careful when you're putting Wink of Stella on over your ink, because it will blend. Let's just say that. Now, did I want it on the umbrella too? No. Let me see. Did I put it on my first card on the umbrella? Nope, I just put it on the ice cubes. So there you have it. I'm calling it a front or a center flap card. Cocktails, because adulting is hard. So easy and so cute. And here's the first one I made. I did it in a different color. So this is the Flirty Flamingo, and then the Bermuda Bay. Hi, Michelle. Thanks, Christine. I just think it's a really fun card. Very, very fun. And even if you don't drink, uh-oh, look what I did. I had black on my finger. Oh, I'll have to take my little eraser and get that off. Even if you don't drink alcohol drinks, you can still have a cocktail that doesn't have alcohol. Unless the waitress puts just a little bit in, like she did mine. All right. So there you have it. I hope you guys will give this card a try, and I hope I can get that off of my card. I will work on that. I think I'll be able to get it there. So cute. Thanks for joining me. You guys have a very safe and happy, nice weekend. And enjoy. And I'll see you again next Friday for another Friday Fun Day. Happy stamping. Bye-bye. Thanks, Leah. Thanks, Donna.